Salut les gars! Bienvenue dans une nouvelle vidéo. So, if you have been following my journey either on Instagram or you have already watched my newest video, you know that I'm now currently in Paris. So, I have been here for a week already, and this week, oh my god, it's just so hectic, so overwhelming, and kind of stressful. So the thing is, I came visiting my cousin, and I'm planning to stay here for 2 months, which is quite a long time. And obviously, when you are spending this amount of time, you sort of have to settle yourself down. It's not really like a tourist holiday or things like that. And I also have to work, obviously, to create contents for you guys. So yeah, it's very overwhelming. So I did not get to film and vlog that much this week because I'm just like receiving so much information every day. And you know, like Paris is just so beautiful. Like I just want to like enjoy my moment. So I didn't vlog that much. But today the weather is really good, so I thought, why not came out to this very beautiful park, Jardin de Luxembourg, to film and to catch up a bit with you guys about my first week here. If you notice me kind of like looking around, that's because I'm literally sitting somewhere where people constantly passed in front of me, which is kind of awkward, but I hope they don't understand what I'm talking about. I don't know, but anyway, let's first talk about languages. So if you know, like I speak pas mal français, but the thing is I still got a bit of how do you say, like stressful kind of here, because I still find that there's a big gap between what I have learned in Taiwan and also what I need in order to live like a life here. For example, I don't even know the words ticket for like the receipt when you after you buy something, for example in supermarket or like in the restaurant. Like I didn't even know about that vocabulary because in Taiwan, obviously, I don't buy things in French. And also, for example, I always thought that, you know, like credit card is like carte de crédit, something like that. But like I noticed that they don't say carte de crédit here. They say carte bancaire, which, you know, like just like here and there are lots of like vocabulary phrases that you have to get yourself familiarized with, because that's probably like very different from what you have learned in abroad. And also I noticed that I all speak just so fast. I thought I'm already like quite used to the speed of them speaking, but I think after you arrived here and you actually interact with people, there's just so many times that I just couldn't catch what they said, and it's very scary, you know, like it just kind of discouraged you a little bit, and you just became more afraid of like initiate a conversation or start talking with someone even though you know the language. And another thing is that I also noticed that, especially for waiter, after they noticed that, like I started like speaking French with them, but after they noticed that, you know, with my accent and, you know, just like my appearance, maybe they noticed that I'm a foreigner, they instantly switched to English, which also kind of like it's a hard hit on my confidence, because I thought that maybe, you know, like my pronunciation was that bad that they don't even understand me, so they decided to go with English. But later I thought that, you know, it's actually maybe because they thought that it's going to be easier for me to communicate in English with me, because obviously I'm not like fluent in French, or like I'm not like a local here. But it's just that like this little moments, it kind of like discouraged you, because, you know, obviously like for me at least for me, like I really want to practice my French, but I didn't really get the opportunity to do that. And also, like, it leads to my last point in the language section that I want to share is that as a freelancer, as a content creator, like when you visit like a new country, it's really hard to find your community. It's really, really hard to meet new people. And not to say to practice your language, your like French here, for example. And I sort of like when I was a student, I took it for granted to have like a community, to have like classmates, to have teachers, to to always have people to interact and communicate, speak with you. But now now I'm not a student, I'm a freelancer, I don't even have colleagues, I spend most of the time myself. I found it just extremely hard to find a chance, to find an opportunity to actually practice my French with someone here. Yeah, so all in all, this like language thing kind of stressed me out. And also, like I sort of have this stress to practice more my French because I'm making language related contents sometimes on my videos. So, and I also really want to show you guys as well how I'm like practice my French here, but I'm still like navigate a little bit and figure out how I'm gonna do it, without having like a community or like friends here. Maybe like in my time here, probably I would meet some new people, I don't know, but I still have to figure that out. That stressed me out quite a lot this week. I thought about that, I did a lot of research, how to make new friends in the new city, things like that. But anyway, I started to mumble, so I guess it's time to end this section and let's move on to the next thing I want to share. So now let's talk about settling down in a new city. So since I'm gonna stay here for approximately like 2 months, obviously I couldn't eat out all the time because it's gonna be so expensive. So I'm gonna cook myself, I think very, very often because I want to save money. So I have to adjust my lifestyle here, started to go to supermarket to navigate, which supermarket is cheaper and I have more like diverse products, and just cook yourself and things like that. And also you adjust your daily routines because obviously it's not gonna be the same as like my daily routine in Taiwan because you are in a new city and you are sort of like doing different things, making different kinds of contents and so on. And another thing about here is that, oh my god, like I just like this week I'm so overwhelmed by Paris. I mean in a good way, but also it kind of stressed me out because Paris is like there are so many things to see. It's so beautiful and there are so many things to do. So I constantly have this stress that I have to go out every day. If not, then I'm wasting the time, because 2 months is not short, but it's also not long. So I have this pressure on me that I just have to like go out every day. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time here, things like that. And also about internet, since, I need internet. I'm a content creator, so I currently don't have access to internet in my place. So I spent some time to also navigate about this part. I think I sort of figure out it right now. Haven't 100% done it, but I think it's gonna be fine. But it also like stressed me out, like just like things like that stressed you out during like when you first settle down in a new city. And obviously like your surrounding is so new, you have to familiarize yourself. When you go out, you don't want to get lost, you have to check the map, you have to get the sense of direction of where you are, etc. And also lastly about transportation, I think Paris is good because it's a very walkable city. But still, like there are still some places that you need to take the metro, etc. in order to get to, and you just have to figure out, what's the cheapest way, what's the cheaper way to navigate yourself in the city if you want to take the public transportation. And that sort of stressed me out a little bit because like it's just like this, like all these little things, they aren't that difficult when you like separate them each by each, but when you got them like all at once, when you have to deal with them all at once, it overwhelms you. Especially like I think for everyone, when you first settle down in a new city, your first week or even your first like month, it will be like quite hectic and quite stressful and quite overwhelming. I remember like the last time I experienced this kind of feeling was back then when I first arrived in Europe, in Hamburg, in Germany for my master program, and now I'm experiencing it again but this time not as a student but as a freelancer. Okay, so lastly I want to talk about digital nomad's life as a content creator. So it's also my first time trying to experience this like digital nomad kind of lifestyle, so I'm obviously very new to it. But I think as a content creator, it's especially when you're like in a new city and it's not like you're gonna stay there for like a long time. There's this constant conflicts in between your life and your work that it's hard to separate these two things, because when you're out somewhere, even if you don't like filming or you just want to spend your own moment, you still have this guilt that you have to document everything. So I feel like, especially like Paris is such a beautiful city. I really want to take you guys to see all these beautiful things that I'm seeing, but obviously it is impossible for me to document everything, and there are still some time that I want to take a rest. But I find that like, even when I'm like taking a rest, I still have this guilt that, oh Pearly, you are not documenting things, you are not like vlogging yourself, you are not vlogging the surroundings, you are not doing your job, and you have this like constant guilt. And I think this is something I have to work on myself. I have to figure out myself, so I don't want to be too harsh on myself. It's my first time sort of experience this kind of lifestyle, and obviously Paris is always my like dream city that I want to visit, so there are lots of time and moments I want to leave to myself. And I just want to let you guys know that I really want to really oh my god, I'm not even speaking properly. Like I will definitely show you around like beautiful places in Paris, but at the same time there are still lots of moments that I really like couldn't share it all because I want to leave it to myself. And I think this is definitely something that I want to work on with as a content creator, as a vlogger in a new city. And another thing that I noticed is that since oh my god, like here it's just like everything is so stunning, I even feel so wasteful, like wasting my time to edit. But obviously I have to spend a lot of time edit, so that's what I'm talking about. Like have to adjust my lifestyle a bit, because I have to spend a lot of like nighttime when I are usually not out at somewhere because it's dark. Like I usually just like stay up quite late to edit, but it's not healthy and I don't think it's sustainable, so I'm still trying to work that out right now. And that's basically my first week, some of the thoughts that I like my first week here in Paris. Obviously I have still so many things to explore, and I'm so excited for it. And I think even though I am stressed about many things, but I think things will just become better, as you got more adjust to the lifestyle here. Like you're more d'habitude à la vie ici. Oh my god, like I felt like my French friend started to work more properly. So that's basically it. I hope you like the places that I show you today, which is Jardin de Luxembourg. Yeah, that's about it. And I want to say goodbye, but there are so many people passing in front of me right now, so I'm a bit nervous. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me talking again. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video next Sunday, okay? Bye bye. Oh, by the way, like in the meantime, so many of you guys joined my channel and I was so surprised. I literally I got so many new comments and new subscribers, just me when I'm flying to Paris, and also when I'm experiencing my hectic first week in Paris, and all these lovely comments that made me so happy, and it definitely helped me so much mentally to ease my stress during my first week here. So thank you all. It really thanks to you guys that my first week wasn't that bad because of all your kind messages, and also new subscribers join my little channel. And okay, I suddenly become kind of excited. I have no idea why. I did not drink alcohol, okay, so I'm not hyped or something, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. And oh my god, the soleil, the sunshine is so nice. I'm gonna enjoy it a bit. I'm gonna take it to myself and probably listen to music, and I'll see you in the next video. I already said it the second time. I have no idea what I'm saying, but bye.